Hello and Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today I'm making three dishes, very easy dishes today. One of them is Chinese egg tarts. It is from a region called Macao, and Macao used to be a Portuguese colony until 1999. So this recipe has been influenced by Portuguese, and in Portugal it's called natas. So anyhow, let's start. We'll start with making a simple syrup first. Simple syrup is water, and I'm going to put some sugar and some cinnamon. So as I'm switching on the cooker now, right? I've already put 100 ml of water in there, yeah, which is right here, 100 ml of water. Yeah, and I'm gonna put a cinnamon stick. It's just like a 1.5 inch cinnamon stick in it, right? And I'm going to put the sugar. It's 125 grams of sugar. And then I'm going to put some lemon peel. So this is the unwaxed lemon, and you have to put couple of peels, right? Because not too much, just 1, 2, maybe three peels, right? You don't need to stir it. You can just leave it until the sugar melts. So once the sugar melts, then you just leave it for about 2-3 minutes to boil. When it comes to boil, just leave it for 2-3 minutes to let it boil, and your syrup will be ready. It's as simple as that. You don't have to do anything. If you've got a thermometer, it's 100 degrees centigrade. The temperature should be of the syrup. Otherwise, just bring it to boil. And after 2-3 minutes, when the sugar is melted, your syrup is done. Yeah. So while this is happening, we can go to making the custard. Now, custard, we need a double cream, which is about 250 ml. So I'm gonna measure this. So what I do is, normally we get in UK, we get this 300 ml pot. Normally I use this. So instead of measuring from the measuring jug, I just measure from here. Instead of 300 ml, I just leave a little bit, so you know, okay, it's about 250 ml. So this is such a forgiving recipe. If any of the ingredients are a little bit more or less, especially the liquid, if it's 110 ml of water and 300 ml, it doesn't matter. It's very forgiving and very easy recipe. So you just put some 250 and just make this warm. This is coming to boil. You have to boil it, bring it to boil. I'm going to mix all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon, and 1 teaspoon cornstarch or cornflour into 3 tablespoons of milk. So all we're going to do is put this here and mix it. Ready? Yeah. So our syrup is boiling here, as you can see, right? And this thing is almost getting warmed up. I'm just going to stir it a little bit to see if the sugar is dissolved or not. This. Right. So now just 2 more minutes for the syrup to kind of, you can always use the meter thermometer, or if you know the thread consistency, you can always kind of go like, it should not be like 1, it's less than 1 thread or string consistency. It should be just like a sticky on your fingers. Okay, this has come to boil, our double cream. So now we are going to mix the mixture of all-purpose flour and the cornstarch. Oops. And then gonna mix it. It's gonna be nice and thick. get ready here as well. So I've switched off both of them. This is off and this is off. Just keep on mixing it to cool it down a little bit, because soon we will be adding egg yolks, which is here 4 egg yolks. And we need to cool it down because we need to mix it in this mixture custard. We don't want a scrambled egg. And if it's too hot, it's going to turn into scrambled egg. So first it's nice and quick. Don't worry about it. It should be in this thick. Now I'm going to, while it's cooling down, I'm going to put some vanilla essence, about 1.5 teaspoon. You can put, I mean, some essence is more stronger than the other. You don't have to put the whole thing, like 1.5. You can just put 1 and it could be enough. You can also put vanilla bean paste. If you've got anything, if you like to have some black specks in your tarts, you can always use a little bit of vanilla bean paste. Okay. I also like to like it very cinnamony, so I add extra cinnamon powder, which is about 1/8, very little, just literally pinch. Yeah, not too much, because we have already got cinnamon in the syrup, so we don't want too much here. There we are. Okay. Now we can add the syrup in the custard. There we go. With everything, not to worry about taking anything out yet. Yeah. Just keep on mixing and it will come together. As you can see. Yeah. Okay, so let's just make it, cool it down, stir it a little bit more. It is a very easy recipe, where if you've got your ingredients ready, it takes no time at all to mix it. Now I think it's quite cool now. You can always use more or less sugar according to your taste. You can you know, make more lemony by putting more lemon peel. It's very easy, very forgiving recipe. Like I said, 10-15 ml of extra double cream or extra butter is not going to make any difference. So don't be too specific about, like, you know, measuring it and getting it all right, because everything you do is right. So now you can see I'm going to add the 4 egg yolks. It's separated from the white. I've got white lying in the back here. I've kept it, and only the yolks are used in this. See, and if we have time, I'm going to tell you what to do with the egg whites later on. So there we are. Let's just keep on mixing, and we keep on. There we are. Quite runny. It's not thick at the moment because we have the flame is switched off. So at the moment custard is running, but that's how it's supposed to be. Supposed to be like that. Yeah. Yeah. And just to make it nice and silky and smooth, I'm going to sieve this mixture. Now we have I think we have mixed it enough. This sieve, and the same jar that I had egg yolks, I'm going to start sieving it. Yeah. Sieve this. See? Quite easily going through. I don't like to waste anything. I'm going to put every last bit in there. Okay. that. We sieve it just to make it more silky and smooth. So anything extra bits and pieces, or of all-purpose flour or even cornstarch is left over, it just goes through. Okay, there we are. All right. Now, next, what we are going to do is we have to chill it. So this is the part you have to wait. So what I would suggest is to make the custard in the morning. If you're going to make it in the evening, you can make this custard even a day before. You make it day before, and you put this cling film inside so it touches the custard. Make sure that it touches the custard, because we don't want to have a film on top. We don't want to on the top of the custard. So we just go like that. We cover it, and we are going to chill this. While this is chilling, I have made another one, which I'm going to get it. See, so this is what I made last night, and I have chilled it. But this is what we are going to use today. So now next we are going to do is our puff pastry. And this is the puff pastry. Okay. Okay, this is the puff pastry. This is about 370 grams. So all you have to do is to open it up. And if anybody has got like a slab of puff pastry, a block of puff pastry, they want to know, this is about 10 inches by, could be about 14 or 15 inches, about 14 inches, I'm sure. This here I know is 10 inches because I measured it actually for anybody who's using a block pastry, puff pastry. All you have to do is have to just roll it tightly, make sure so nice and stay. As easy as that. So just roll it. Okay. Yeah. All you have to do is just roll it, make it nice and tight and rolled. Okay. Now this, all we need to do is cut in half, just approximate half. Right, there we are. Now this, each half will again cut in half. Like this way and this way. And then each of them we're going to divide into 3. So 3, 3, 3, and 3, it will be about 12, right? So just make a line just to see where it should be. Here, 1. Don't worry about it going this thing, 2, 3. You know where to cut it. Right. Okay. 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 So here we have 12 pieces here, and this we are going to use to line our muffin pan. I'm not going to use this one because I've already got one muffin pan lined and ready. I'm just going to show you one how to put it in the pan and line it. It is going to be, I'm going to leave it here because we don't need it now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, this is what I have lined the pastry sheet with. Each roll, for example, this is the roll. Okay, you put it down. You can use your rolling pin a little bit, or you can use your hand and go like that. Really, really nice. Yeah, there you go, like that. And if you put it in here, right, and all you have to do is use your thumb and just press it until it makes a nice, like a cup, right? And what I have done is I have used 2 different puff pastries from 2 different supermarkets. One I have used is a little one, and one is from Sainsbury's. I have purposely first time used 2 different ones to show you guys that different puff pastry may have different results when it comes to crispiness. You see, so today we're going to find out if it's going to be different. because I've made already prepared one earlier, and I'm going to show you that one. And this we're going to put it in the oven. And the puff pastry, like I said, is 375 grams and divided into 12. Yeah, it's much more even healthier than eating a meat pastry, because you know that you make about 6 or 8 out of it. Here we have got 12 pieces of this dessert. Okay, so here we are. Now we are going to fill it up with custard. Okay, one thing I would say is, if your puff pastries go soft, you make sure it's a bit chilled, because we want it a bit hard. So if it goes soft, I would suggest that you cover it with cling film and you put it in the fridge for about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, or in the freezer if you're in a rush for about 10-15 minutes. So it becomes, the more chilled it is, both the ingredients, the custard and the puff pastry, more chilled it is, more crispier the result will be. And that's what you're looking for, a crispy puff pastry, not a soggy one. So here we are. We are going to fill it up only 80%. We are not going to fill it up completely to the top, because it's going to come up anyway. So about 80%, yeah, about 3/4 to 80%. That's what you were looking for. And that's what we're going to do, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now the oven temperature. The thing is, you know, I have forgotten to switch off the oven. Now, sorry. Okay, the oven temperature has to be the highest. Okay, whatever highest you have got. I have got 250 degrees centigrade. If you have got more than that, you put it on the highest. That's the name of the game. It needs to be on a very, very high temperature. So you put your oven on the high temperature, that highest temperature that you have got, and preheat it. Use this thing, we're gonna waste it. It's perfect. See. Yeah. Okay, there we are. And as soon as we have done that, we are supposed to put it in the oven. So I'm going to wait for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to put this in on. Okay, before that, I need to show you something actually. We have to put it in oven in the baking sheet or a tray. And for that, I suggest you line it with a foil paper. What this foil paper does, it conducts the heat better. So when I have done it two ways, without the foil paper and with the foil paper, and I have found that with the foil paper it bakes better, and it makes it's crisp, you know, it's more crispier and it's more better color as well. So I put it just like that, yeah, and I'll wait for 5 minutes, and then we're going to put it in the oven. So until we do that, this is what I made about an hour ago. So it has just come out of the oven an hour ago, and it was a bit puffed up, but you know, it has gone down now. It's set now. So what we are going to do is take one out and check what it looks like. So shall we do this one? Okay. Yeah, this one was little pastry. So now I can show you how it looks like, right? This is how it looks like. All of them comes out quite easily, not a problem at all. All you have to do is go around. Okay, one more thing I would say is, this is very nice, warm, served warm. So if you want to make it warm, again, on a baking sheet, you line it with the foil, and Just make it warm for 2 minutes. That's it. It's as good as that. It's really nice served with ice cream, you know, and some raspberries. So this is what it is.